Okay. A lot of people have been asking me how to use Photoshop, and it's kind of actually being annoying. Trying to get my tablet to work. Anyway, it's actually pretty easy once you get used to it. But here's basically what I do. To get the layers and all these, you just go to the window and you can customize it and add what you want and what you need, everything. I have the navigator, the swatches, and the layers. So, well, normally when you start off, I usually have a web. You just go down, click web. Now this is how big it is, I guess. When you start off, you have just a plain background. All you gotta do is right click and click layer from background. Okay. And then just erase all the white and you'll have a transparent background. And you can like put anything on it. And then to add a layer, you click this little square button down here. And you can draw in the layer and it won't show up on any of the other layers. So this would be the sketch. I usually use a red outline. To make it bigger, you click this little thing button over there. Apply. Okay. And then you can create another layer and do the outline. This is the opacity and changes like I guess like whether it's see-through or not. And this is for the brush and this is for the layer, so you can make it lighter, more transparent. Yeah. So and then you can go back to the layer you have a sketch on and erase it, so I won't erase anything else how that looks. Then you can, I usually go back to the layer I had the sketch on to do the coloring. And so fix something. And you can just do a color thing in this layer so it doesn't show up any of the other layers. And then something I do, I go back to the layer I did the outline on. And usually I name the layers, so this would be outline. And then color, background. You go back to the outline layer, and then you usually when you first start up Photoshop, it will have this thing. And then you just right click and click the magic wand tool and select the background. Then you click the color layer. You can erase all the extra color that you don't need without erasing the background. And you just select the wand tool, right click, deselect. Most of the time you have to erase some of it yourself, but get rid of most of it. Now to do shading, you create another layer. And select black. what I usually do is change the opacity of the brush and just make it different shades of the same color really. And just do shading wherever you need it. And do it where the light's not gonna be hitting. Like, yeah. Then you take, well, usually when you first have it, it has the blur tool. You just right click and click the smudge tool. And this pretty much blends these together. Oops. It just makes it look better. Yes. This is really fast, so it's not the best. Smudge everything. And if it's too dark for the color you have, just change the opacity on the layer over here. And you can change. And if it still doesn't look good, I usually go to filter, and you go for blur and box blur, and it just makes it quicker. And then, got the white in his eye. And for the background, you just go to the background layer where it's transparent, and you can do any background. I just do a bunch of random colors to give it kind of an effect, I guess. Yeah. For some reason, this is running really slow, probably because of the screen recorder I have. And then filter for box blur. And then if you go to render and then you go to lens flare, okay, my team. Then go here and you can change the brightness or whatever you want, and it just creates that effect. So that's pretty much a quick tutorial on how to use Photoshop. And yeah. And if you want to know what program I use Photoshop CS4, and sometimes I use Photoshop Element 7. And to animate, I either use MS Paint, and yes, you can animate with that. It's actually a lot easier it's a lot easier than any other program I've used. And then sometimes I use Photoshop CS4 to animate, and for that you can use animations. I'll do a tutorial on that some other time. Oh yeah. Bye.